All right, time to take a look at the projection light. Okay, so we got our instruction manual. We got our light. And I do like seeing on the bottom it is actually labeled 110 volts, meaning this is going to work in a standard outlet, and this is a 15 watt light. So this is actually a fairly power saving light. It'd be great for me. So if you want something that's going to be running a long time, but it's not going to be eating a lot of power, that's going to be what you want for that. We got our power on and off switch, and we can see there's rubber membrane on here, so that is weather sealed, so that's excellent. And we got a dust cap. It says to turn this left and right for the focus. We can see the base does rotate, so we can get this set wherever the heck we want. And we got our cord on the back. Oh, that's nice. So it comes with a remote. We even got a little picture of the projector on there, so we know exactly what this is. We got on, off, turn. So the image on there, you can actually make that GOBO spin and stop. We got a little pick tool, and we got some mounting screws. So if we want to attach this permanently to the ground or to a wall, we can do that. And it looks like this ring right here is separate from the main lens. So we can get this set however the heck we want, and then we can draw this in. That will press on that rubber O-ring, and that is going to be what makes a watertight seal. So you can actually use this outside. Nice. And the instructions actually give you kind of an example of how large you can expect that image to be depending on how far away it is. So if it's 2 meters away, you get about a half a meter in size. And they take that all the way up to 10 meters, gives you 2.8 meters in size. We also have some instructions for pairing the remote to the projector. So it says that we need to have the switch in the I position. We need to remove the tag. So this is going to allow power to go to the remote. And then we need to hold on the remote while we plug it in. And it says it should flash after 5 seconds. Okay, so that was like 2 seconds. So we got on, turn. Okay, so the motor was actually spinning right away. There's no GOBO in there, so there's nothing really to see except for a very bright light, which is surprisingly bright for a 15 watt light. So you can kind of hear the motor a little bit when I turn it on. It's pretty hard to actually hear. Here, you can kind of hear it right now. So if you're in any kind of an environment where there's going to be any kind of noise, that's just going to mask that up. But if you want it to be completely silent, we can just stop that, and now it is completely silent. And it says this can use a GOBO of 37 to 23 millimeters. So the GOBO is going to go in the back. So to get to that, first we have to unplug the cord. So I will loosen up this and unplug it. And now we can just spin this off. So on the front of the projector, we can actually see a little gear in there. So that's going to be what spins the GOBO. And that meshes with this gear. So the GOBO is going to sit right inside there. It's actually kind of cool. You can almost see the LED element in there. Now this doesn't come with a GOBO, but it does come with this card where you can actually send off for a GOBO. So they will custom make a GOBO for your projector. So let's get this GOBO. So this was the result after an embarrassing amount of tries. And we will upload that and submit it. And now we just wait for the email. Now they hit me back to confirm, and they said that I could actually get one in color. So I said, heck yeah, let's get one in color. So they said, thanks for the confirmation. We have arranged production. We will keep you informed of the status. They followed up 3 days later. Production of the custom GOBO is finished. And they even sent me a picture, so I know exactly what I'm going to be getting. Okay, so the package came in the mail, and here it is. That is cool. So to put that in perspective, this is what a regular GOBO looks like. It's just a metal disc with a bunch of holes punched into it. Now what that means is the only color you're going to be able to get out of this is going to be the color that the light is that's pushing through it. So you're not going to be able to get multiple colors. On top of that, you can see that all these holes, they have to be connected somehow. So you can actually get images with a glass GOBO that you cannot get with a standard GOBO. So on the LED element side, there is a little clip right here. So you just press these together and we can use that to pull it out. Then we drop in our GOBO, and you can see it can rotate, so there's no real wrong way to put that in. Just want to make sure that we have the metal facing up so that this doesn't scratch it. There we go. And that retaining ring just sits inside that slot. The reason I put on gloves is just because I wanted to make sure that I don't get any of my oils inside the inside of this element, just because it can create a lot of heat and that can deteriorate the life of some projectors. Don't know if that would affect this one, but I was better safe than sorry. So right now I'm projecting on the diffuser on the back, but as a neat little bonus, it's actually showing up on here. So I'm going to adjust the focus. We are pretty close. So I have to focus way out on this guy. So it looks like that is about the max focus I'm going to get. Just a really big deal because the thing is only about 4 inches right now. So to really get the full effect of this, I'm going to need to bring this back anyway. So let's put it, oh, that's cool. You can kind of see it right there. Hey guys. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I'm about 10 feet away right now, and we can see that image is quite a bit larger. So the further back that you go, the larger the image is going to be, but also the darker it's going to be. But even still with that, with 10 feet away, That's actually pretty bright. We can even see on the walls around it where it's kind of reflecting off of that surface and then bouncing around. So it actually gives a very cool effect. So we'll hit turn. Nice. That is cool. Now, one thing I could really say I like about it right now is it just does not make a lot of noise. You don't hear a fan or anything in the background. It's not even really producing heat. I can put my hand right there on the LED element. Maybe it'll take a while for that to actually heat up, but for right now, it's perfectly cool. And with 15 watts of power, that's not even using that much power. So if you're worried about this affecting your power bill, that's not really going to be much of a big deal. That's like one LED light bulb in your house. And because it's supposed to be able to be used outside, I want to test the waterproofing of it. Now even soaking down the lens, it's actually still holding that image too. That is about as soaked as you're going to get without throwing that thing in a pool. It's actually kind of a cool effect in itself. Cool. Well, I'd definitely say it passes that. So there's the logo. And I'm in a very bright room right now, like there are lights all over the place, so the fact that that shows up at all is kind of impressive. I got the projector right there. You can kind of see this is almost like turning into my logo. So even though it's a little bit dimmer over here, what I found is if we get it so that the light bounces, so it's essentially going straight down and then back at the camera, becomes much brighter. So if you're trying to attract customers with this or something like that, that is how I would orient it. So it's pointed at a wall that is going to then reflect at the customer. So if they're going to be going through that door, I would want to put it somewhere over here to where they're going to easily see it. But yeah, this thing, that is surprisingly good. Like it's almost, it kind of trips the eye a little bit too. Like people are coming over and like stepping on it. Like what the heck is that? Now obviously if we're using that at night, that becomes a lot more apparent. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that.